In this video, I'm going to show you how to use our new digital study model viewer. I'll point out the many new features that have been added to the latest version. This version's easier to use and has some great enhancements that will help you improve your treatment planning, and it will also help you educate your patients about their case and hopefully improve their treatment acceptance. Once you have downloaded the models like I've showed you in part 1, this is the view of the models that you should see. This video will follow the information in the instruction manual that you should have received with your first case. A new feature to this version is the ability to change the shade of your models. It can be done in this area. Your models will be sent to you in yellow, but you can change them to any color you choose and restore them back to whatever color you want as well. In order to do this, you want to select the arrow and go to change model color, and you'll get a full spectrum to choose from. You can try this off-white, hit OK, and it's going to change the model to that color. If you like it, great. If not, then you can choose restore colors and you'll go back to the original. There are a few preset views that you can choose from to get you started. These views are located over in this area, and they're good for both arches or when you're looking at the arches individually. The top two, or bottom two I mean, are more helpful with the individual arches, and I'm going to show you those later. So simply clicking on the icon will rotate the models to these preset views. The next feature is a zoom feature. When you select it, you can zoom in and out as you need to. To zoom in and out, you simply roll the mouse wheel to move the models. If you don't have a wheel on your mouse, then you're going to want to hold down the right mouse button and just move the mouse up and down in order to zoom in and out as you need to. There are a couple of different ways to rotate the models, and you can do that by selecting this icon. The first way is the free rotation, and this allows you to move the models any way that you want to. Just hold down the right mouse button and roll the mouse around, and that will allow you to move the teeth and the arches to get the best view of a specific area that you want to. If you want to go back, you can always hit the preset view to bring you back to this original shot. Some of the other ways to do this is to lock the x-axis, and that allows you to just move the model straight up and down. You can lock the y-axis, and that'll let you do it side to side. Or you can lock the z-axis, and that'll just move them side to side like that. But probably the most popular one is going to be this free rotation that allows you to move them around any way that you need to. And when you're finished, you can go back to the preset to bring it to the correct position. Another new option is the Occlusal view icon. And this view allows you to see the occlusion of the models together on the same screen. And you can see it by clicking on that. When you do, the preset views are going to change. So you can select that, and it allows you to see the models together on the same page, which you weren't able to do in the last version. To go back to the models in the original version, select that view, click on the preset view, and it brings you right back. If you want to just look at the upper model or just the lower, you can select it by choosing these icons. And to show just the lower arch or just the upper arch, just select one, and then you can look at the preset views, and that will move the models around however you want to view them. But you can view the arches independently or together like before, and you can do the upper or the lower arch, whatever you want to see. Another new feature is the multi-view feature, and by selecting that, you will be able to see a bunch of the different preset views all on one page. This is a great screen to print to give to your patients so they can have a copy of their beginning records. This top window can be modified and changed so you can fit it any way that you want. So you can zoom in and out of that shot and then position the models anywhere in that window that you want to, and that kind of gives you a nice clean shot of all the different views that you have, standard views for these models. And to go back to just the regular view, just unselect that, hit your preset, and you're ready to go. The best new feature to this viewer is the measuring tool, and you can access that by clicking on or selecting the measuring icon right there. You can do a variety of different measurements with this, including an arch width and individual teeth measurements. You'll want to experiment with this more to determine how to get the most benefit from this tool, but this is one way to show your patients some different measurements to let them know what their case is actually about. So let's take a look at the lower arch in this case, and as you can see, well, we need to rotate that around here. As you can see on this lower arch, we've got a tooth that's trying to erupt, but there's not enough space. So if you want to try to determine how much space you need, you can measure this space and then measure other teeth to determine what you need. So to start out, you just put the mouse where you want to start the measurement, do a left click, and then the second one, and it'll let you know that it's about 6.55 millimeters of space exists in this area. You can come over to this side and measure this bicuspid and determine how wide that tooth may be. So this is about 7.5 millimeters, and you've got about 6.5 millimeters of space, so you know you need at least a millimeter in order to get that tooth in position. So it's a nice way of being able to demonstrate to your patient how much space is needed and the crowding that exists when you're treatment planning the case. And again, you're going to want to use this tool in a bunch of different areas and work with it to try to get the very best results from it and help aid in your treatment planning. This completes the tutorial for our new digital study model viewer. With a little practice, you'll be able to use this with great ease. Your patients will be impressed with this new technology. It will set your practice apart from all the others. Thank you for watching part 2 of our video tutorial. If you have any questions about our digital study models or the digital record package, please feel free to contact me directly, Kevin Ohlendorf, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have.